It's a hard work in making pottery, and a lot of people don't know it. And just like I was talking to the garden club this week, I was explaining to them about mixing our clay and everything like we do and everything. And you know, most of them said, well, I had no idea it had to be that. I had to go through it before you get a piece of pottery made like that. I told them, I said, see y'all sitting around in here with your fingernails painted and polished and everything. I said, if you work in the kind of work I'm doing, you don't stand around with fingernail polish on. And they said, well, we never thought about nothing like that. You know, I grew up there with it and everything. And I was the type of kid that I never did care for keeping house, cleaning up, and nothing like that. That was for the birds as far as I was considered. I could care less if the bed got made or the dishes was washed. But Mama made us all take turns of girls. One week I had to do the dishes, next time, and then the rest of the time, and Daddy said at the shop, if Daddy said, you know, take a pick and a shovel or a mattock and something and dig a ditch, man, that was just what I wanted to do. I was about 11 years old at that time. Most of the time it was about just me and Daddy. I was still going to school, and I'd come home from school and head to the potter shop and go to work down there and make some and help load the keels or anything that he wanted done. I've never done nothing else. Never worked anywhere else or anything. A lot of people ask me, say, well, do you like to do this kind of work? I said, no, I don't like this work. And they said, well, why do you stay with it as long as you did? And I said, because I simply love it. And they don't ask me no more. I usually try to get here about 6 o'clock, go to work about 6. Worked about 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. You get more done, you don't have nobody bothering you. Quiet, peaceful. If you walk outside, especially in the summertime, you got the windows open, you come on up and open the windows and doors, and then you can hear the birds about that time of morning chirping, and it's just peaceful and quiet down here. Got it done warming up dinner. Had a beef roast I fixed and some gravy broth, and I took that and put some of that out and put it in a pan and put me some mashed potatoes in that and cooked it in that broth, and then fixed me some butter beans. That's all I need. Fall in the darn thing. Coles are one of the oldest. Yeah, they came from down around Staffordshire, England, down in there. Yeah. Some of them say it goes on back, that they've traced it back to sometime in the 1600s that this Coles making pottery. I tell you what I think about a lot of times. I think about, I wish there's some way that I could go back into time to really see those people making pottery, how they did it then. You can vision it, kind of envision everything, but to really see it, I just left it some way or another that I could see what they were doing and how they did it and talk to some of them people back then. There was a man came here. He was from England. He said that him and his wife would go down, he said maybe 3 or 4 times a year, go down to the potters down there. And he said that he got talking to this one man, said he was kind of older like fella, and he was a Cole, and he's still making pottery by hand now. And he said, I've got to get a piece to carry back to give to him, to go down there and give him a piece of the pottery to him. I just had one child, a girl, and she could make pottery, but she's not interested enough to stay with it or nothing. And then she had 2 children, Kenneth and his sister Angie. I reckon Kenneth would be the only one to carry this Cole's pottery on, because I had one daughter and she's not interested in it. She don't come around. She thinks the potter's pretty and all that and everything. She never did come around. Well, one thing why she never did come around here when she was small.
I come here working at the shop. I didn't want her to shop, and she didn't grow up around it. So that makes a difference. It was kind of tough, just me and Celia. But boy, he's been a blessing since he come. And he caught on to it. And he caught on to it quickest I believe I've ever seen anybody just come into it and take it right over.
I actually just started helping Granny on Saturday selling pottery. Just to give me something to do, and she needed a little help, so Mom would bring me out here. Probably been turning for about 12 years. Yeah, I've probably been making since I was about 17. It wasn't something I just caught right on to, you can guarantee that. Watch Granny and Aunt Celia turn a lot. Watch them, get in your head, and get over at the wheel and go to it. If you can stand the frustrating part of it, you know, you'll get through it. Which, I mean, it frustrates you now. I've been turning for 12 years, and, you know, I can come in some mornings and can't turn, you know, just can't turn something. It's just one of those days.
What get aggravated? You come in here, like turn these mugs like I did yesterday. And then them things sit here, and sit here, and sit here and won't dry. Then I try maybe want to get dry here and want to get dry there. Now that's for the birds. Now these things right here, I despise to make them. Tear up more than I make. They're going to be little pansy jugs. I just don't like to make them. I tell her every first of the year, every time I said, Neolia, I want to make some changes down here at this pottery shop first of the year. And she said, what is it? I said, I don't want us to make nothing else that has a handle on it, nothing else that has a top on it. She said, I don't believe we can do that.